the screen down there at the bottom.
Oh, there
There we
we
go.
go.
We're good to go. So anyway, thanks, Melanie. We're recording the meeting. We got everybody's permission, so we should be good to go. I wanted to start by saying that we have everybody's plane tickets. So I will send them to you right after this meeting. You don't have to check in. So you already have a seat assigned both ways. And so once you get this document, you just have to show up at the airport, whether that be Ottawa or Toronto. Patricia and Angela, you guys are your own animal. You have your own tickets.
Yeah, Eric, our flight number is different by one number, so I am assuming you might have made a mistake because there's not two WestJet flights at 10:30 in Toronto,
Oh, you're correct. So maybe let me
right?
take a look at that.
Yeah. So, I
Angela,
mean, yeah.
Angela, you sent me the itinerary already, so I'll just compare.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Itinerary. It's for those of you who don't know, Angela and Patricia are coming from Nova Scotia, and are going to fly and going to leave super early, swoop into Toronto and meet us there. Dave is in Toronto, and he's just going to meet us there, and so then the rest of us Ottawa folks will again leave at a god awful early time in the morning. Um, So I'll send those to you. So like I say, I often get calls about, oh my God, I got to no, I didn't get something from the airline to check in. You're already checked in and you don't have to worry about it. And everybody gets 2 checked bags. And I always like to take one of them because we negotiate with WestJet and they are super kind to give us the extra checked bag for humanitarian aid. So now I'm going to ask your opinion, Patricia. Susan
Yep.
English Thompson has offered us an audiometer.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what it's like. The last time it was calibrated was 2017. Yeah. Now it's sitting in Nova Scotia.
Yep.
Is it worth asking one of you two guys to pick it up and at least assess it and see if it's got value?
Yeah, sure. But 2017 hasn't been used since 2017?
I'm assuming.
Don't know. Yeah. What's
She
the
said
shape of the one we have now for there?
it's Dave. Do you have it close by? So I've already sent it to Toronto for Dave to bring. But it's
Okay.
that old boxy thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, right.
And oddly enough, it's not the one you remember. This is a different one, but
Okay.
it's the same concept.
Mm.
Now, I don't know when the last time was I calibrated it. I know that's a horrible thing. But I will ask Dave to do an audio at work and then do an audio on this audiometer just to double check what the numbers are.
Couldn't I
April
just bring the
2021.
one? Oh,
Sorry,
is the
did you say
calibration date?
calibration 2021? Oh, that's not bad. We only use it for
What was I
5
saying?
days, right? So I know 2021 sounds like a long time ago, but
Sorry, it was 2020. That's 2021 is when it's recommended to be done again.
right.
What if we could just bring our house call audiometer if it's not needed that week from
I'm
our
not gonna
clinic?
I'm not gonna complain, Patricia, but that's a big ask.
Angela can pack it. Just joking. Maybe
That's no problem.
let's think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Would
I mean,
it be
Uh,
okay?
it's calibrated yearly. It's an
Yeah.
AC 33 mini.
Yeah.
Could I ask you to pick up the other audiometer anyway?
Yep.
And then that way, next time I'm in Halifax, I might just pick it up, and if I can get it calibrated for free somewhere, I might ask them to do that. Okay,
Sure.
so I'll send information to you guys about picking it up, and because I guess Susan English Thompson said it's at her office.
Yep.
So
She's
we
in
can
the
ask Jean-Louis from Dietech to do it in May when he's at our clinic too, and then you can pick it up after May. That would
okay. Oh,
be,
that
he
would be
comes and does the whole, yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll get it. Yes, we'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Send info.
I live close to Susan's clinic,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
do
that's no
you?
problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic. Would have been nice if she said, "Oh, it's already, calibrated. It's all ready for you. Here you go, guys," instead of handing me a bill. But anyway, we'll go from there. But so, I should have started by having everybody introduce themselves because I know everybody as the organizer, but you guys don't know each other. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just have you introduce yourselves and tell us how many times you've been down. And then we'll go from there. So Louise, do you want to start? I know we kind of already did you, but go ahead.
I'm Louise Piano. I've been down 16 times, I think, I believe.
Something like that.
Something like that,
give or take.
And I look after the families out there, the baby program. And last year I made 70 care packages, but this year I was asked to do 100 packages, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but anyways, I'll try my best to make 100 packages.
And then Louise delivers them all personally, or most of them anyway. That's the neat thing.
Sometimes the packages don't get delivered. A few years ago, but now they're pretty good about delivering them. Yeah, when we're not there, if there's some left over.
I'm Dick. I'm Louise's husband. I don't travel anymore because of health reasons, but I've done a lot of work behind the scenes, and my chief job down there was organizing the pharmacy. And the first year that we made molds, I was involved in that. So we've been all over the place.
Oh, right.
I know that I will have my daughter to help me, which would be a great help, but I will need other help the first day I'm there, because to make all this, 100 bags, it'll be quite a thing to do, like it takes time to do.
Does Rosa know that Louise is going to want to make a big purchase of clothing?
Well, it's all going to be done through Anna now. So Anna
Oh,
will
yeah.
help us.
Okay.
So she knows, does she?
Does Anna know that okay, good,
Okay,
because, okay, that's good.
I'm just going to double check that she does know.
Louise actually buys more clothing from this lady in one day than she sells the whole rest of the year, I think.
And so for those of you guys who don't know, we run that mom and baby program, which involves a lot of medical consultation and education for young moms. And that it's very much spearheaded by Dick and Louise. And so when Louise does go down, she creates these care packages for the moms and the babies. And so she buys clothing, like used clothing. And I have in my notes from last year, Louise, that you did 70, but you wanted to do 100 the next time.
Yes, but I said that, but
You'll do it.
I do need extra help, as I said, because I know some people who were there last year aren't going. So I have Melanie to help me, but I will need extra help.
You'll get lots of help, even off the street. They can get people off the street to help them. They've done that before.
Never a problem to get the Canadians to go buy baby clothes.
Yeah.
If Louise worries enough, it'll work out.
Yeah. It works out every year.
It'll always work out.
Louise, can you maybe take a second and explain to some of the newer folks? You bring things down and you hand things out to kids. What is it that you normally bring?
Oh, okay. I asked Dick, I said, this time I need little cars. And I have 72 little cars to give out. I don't think I will give them all out because they're for the boys. But if you need some cars for the young kids, they're little ones that you push.
There's 72 cars in this box that weighs less than 5 pounds and will probably fit in a 5-pound sugar bag. And each of these cars are the kind that you whoop that rope. Anyway,
Yeah,
are
that's
the kind
okay.
you pull back and you let go and they go forward, you know, they spring on them. So
You
they're
will be
great
very
for the boys,
popular.
for the girls.
Cute.
And then for the girls, I've got some
Hairband.
hair bands and some
No,
jewelry,
not hair bands, more
Ah,
hair ties.
more ties, and some jewelry that I had that I'm not using. I put it in, I'm gonna put it in. And I've got crayons, loads of crayons, and
Coloring books.
a book, a jumbo book that I tear the pages up and I give them out to the kids, you know, like, because they don't see that very often, you know.
And people, if you do bring gifts and you run out of boy toys, the boys get a thrill out of the girls' hair bands because they can use them as a bracelet.
Yeah, but I don't
Keep
think,
that in mind. It might be important.
I don't think we're running.
No, but if it's the first, oh, another thing then, while I'm talking, you know, you see 3 or 4 boys, you pull a couple of cars, and in 2 minutes, there's 50 more kids.
50 more kids. Remember when you're the first year we were there, you had to get rid of me, take all my stuff because the kids were all over me. Because I
If
had all-
folks bring
but-
stuff, we'll have the conversation before we get there about how to do it quietly.
But if you want some of the cards, you know,
We got these on Zoom for what, $20 or $30?
Wow.
For 72, so it's a great deal.
Well, I'll pass it over to Patricia. So Patricia, introduce yourself, how many times you've been down, what you do, and you are also very good with things for kids. Maybe talk about what you like to bring.
Yeah, I created a mob scene last year by mistake, and Wilton had to regain control really quick. So I'm Patricia, I'm an audiologist from Halifax, and this will be my 4th trip to Yamasa. Yeah, so last year I did stickers, so that I thought the stickers would go on the coloring pages, but they ended up being put everywhere on their kiddos' bodies. So in little rubber bouncy balls, some hair elastics. I brought fruit bars, just the very flat fruit snack bars too.
Those are good.
Yeah, but we'll have to get. It was pouring rain, so we were kind of in and out of the car. So when I get out and they realized I had stuff, we really didn't organize it. It got organized. It was fine. No one
Didn't
got
pay any
trampled.
attention to the rest of us. They all the kids went to Patricia.
Yeah, it's sorted out. But Wilson got control quickly. The scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Angela?
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a hearing instrument specialist in Halifax, and this will be my first trip. Patricia and I work together.
Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to go a few days ago. Ended up having a baby instead. So now I'm getting my second chance to go down and experience it and help out.
Andre?
Pardon?
I'm just sending it to Andrea there, the next person.
Yeah,
She's just trying to
can't
get
hear
off
her.
mute.
Oh, perfect.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm used to Teams. I'm not used to Zoom. I'm Andrea, and I am Eric's youngest sister. And this will be my 4th trip to Yamasa. I've been fortunate to be a part of the food program when it was the program at the beginning. I've had an opportunity to go out into the bates with the nurse and doctor. I've had I was fortunate to be able to spend some time with Louise in helping with some of the bags for the mom and baby program. So I'm looking forward to this year. I hear Eric is putting me to work in the lab, so I get to try out all sorts of different things. So I'm looking forward to that. I have to say, certainly from my experience when I've gone out to some of the bates and brought coloring, like some crayons and some coloring books, and it was really it was something, quite the experience. And really what you need to be prepared to do is you're ripping coloring pages out of the coloring book actually and handing them out to the kids. Like, it's not like you're out there handing out books to kids. And when you have a box of crayons, you're handing out 2 crayons or 3 crayons to the kids because like everyone was saying, you know, the word gets out quickly and you're a bit swarmed with it, and it's great, it's amazing, it's a wonderful experience, but at the same time you just, it's like, oh yes, okay, two crayons for you and two crayons for you. So just, you know, if you're going to do something like that, just be prepared for that, I'd say. But other than that, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And it's fine because the kiddos will just share. You
Yeah.
think with them having so little, there'd be massive fights to get everything, but they'll sit in a group or a two and they'll share their colors. They'll make sure their sister or their friend got a sticker or got a toy. Like, it's amazing. There's not the greed, they're willing to share and make sure everyone has something. Yeah.
David? David, can you hear me?
And your husband.
I think
There I go. Okay,
there
I
you
got it. I'm not used to any of this, so.
right.
I'm David. I'm a hearing instrument specialist, and this will be my first trip. So it's been interesting hearing everyone's stories and getting a broad idea of maybe what to expect, but I'm sure it will be kind of a trial by fire, and we'll see how things go, but looking forward to it.
And I'm thankful, David, because you're the only other representation of testosterone on this trip. So I'm thankful to have another male go down. So
Right.
Thank you for that.
Happy to
Chelsea?
go.
So I'm Chelsea. I'm a hearing instrument specialist and I currently work in Cornwall, Ontario. And I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really fantastic experience. And I'm looking forward to just jumping in and doing what I'm told to do. So I'm really pumped. And my sister Emily, who's not here, she's really excited. She's a nursing student and she's super thrilled to be able to come down and help out with the doctors and nurses and essentially wherever else she may be needed. So she's really thrilled as well.
Excellent. So yeah, so she'll be heading out in the pickup trucks as we're getting into the clinic. She'll go out with them every day and hang out with them, and then you guys will be rooming together. So it'll be awkward for the home to sort of line up your lunch at the same time, but it'll be what it'll be. But yeah, so as you might have seen from the schedule, we'll do some touring around. We're arriving on a Friday. And then we have sort of Saturday, Sunday off, which we go to church Sunday morning because we're hosted by all of these Roman Catholic folks. And then, so we'll go out to the Bâtés and have that. It's always a lot of fun in the first 2 days. And then the real work starts on Monday. But we will set up the clinic and try and get everything organized so that Monday morning we're ready to go. But yeah, so it'll be a lot. And then so we're in Chelsea, we're in a building where we work up on the second floor with doing audios and fitting. And then we're gonna have to go down the stairs to the main level into the lab where we make all the ear molds. And so a lot of us are gonna lose weight just by going up and down the stairs a lot. But anyway, yeah. And it's crazy. So, but it's a lot of fun. Right, Patricia?
Yeah. I laugh when you say Saturday and Sunday off. That's ha ha ha. That's not going to be the case.
It's not seeing patients.
Saturday
we'll
will be set up most of the day. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eric?
Yes.
And I start my work on Saturday. So if anyone wants to help me on Saturday, do come and help me to get the clothes, because it's, after that we make the packages and if possible.
Certainly, Emily won't have doctors and nurses to follow on Saturday, and Andrea won't be needed in the lab on Saturday. So already there's 2 for you and anybody else who wants to go.
Oh, name you. It's growing.
And Melanie. So you're all set.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I have to jump off the call. I have to go pick up my son. I'm sorry I have to cut short, but is it possible to get the recording as well?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. I apologize. I have to leave and grab my kiddos.
Okay, I hope you get
Yeah.
power back in your house on.
Me too. Take
Oh,
care.
no.
All right, bye-bye.
And Eric, can I just give like one little word of advice to those who haven't been there before for travel day? As much as we like to hydrate ourselves, um, the bus ride when you get there is lengthy and not an easy sort of ride to say, can we pull over so I can use the washroom? So I'm just be mindful of the amount of liquids you're going to put in yourself throughout that travel day so that you could go
We
for that
will
bus.
stop if you ask though, Andrea, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like it's very easy to stop, I would say.
Do you remember where we stopped on the way back last year?
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that was the worst one ever. Yeah.
So I
That
guess I'm
was-
just saying, okay, I'm sure they would stop, but
It's the where you stop.
Yes, I think the bush would have been better than that place last year.
The middle of the road would have been better. Yeah.
and my point.
Point
Anyway.
taken.
Up to you, but
The for the audiology group, I have one of those gray suitcase real ear measure audio scans. Patricia, do we use them? I
Not
mean,
really.
yeah.
Well, without a speech signal, there's no point. Do you know what I mean? You can't. I don't know.
Right,
Fancy to. I mean,
it's the gray one, not the black one. So the gray one does have the carrot.
okay. Well then, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I should have sent that to you too, David. Okay. So we'll bring that for sure. I'm gonna have to take a look at it and see if it works. I will be bringing. I have all sorts of chemicals I have to bring for the mold lab. And I got 300 tubes because I sometimes find we run out of tubing when we get there. So Chelsea's gone. So I'm gonna. I have Andrea. You're going to be carrying some non-prescription drugs with you in your extra bag. So we'll talk about what bag you're going to bring.
like in my carry-on or in my check bag?
In your check bag. Dave, you've already got the other audiometer just in case. And then Patricia and Angela will be an audiometer of some sort, and you guys can decide which one that's going to be. Louise and Melanie, I have Dick at our dinner we had here, our fundraising dinner in Canada. There was somebody from the Canada Food Cupboard who approached me after and said, "You wouldn't believe what people donate to the Canada Food Cupboard." And she said, "I have so much stuff that I can't use, and that if you guys can use it, I'd love to give it to you." So I have 300 pairs of glasses, and they're all readers and mostly for kids. So am I able to hand that to you to bring down, either you or Melanie?
Yes, I also have some toothbrush and
Yeah, but can you bring everything, or do you want room in one of their bags?
a,
Not much room, maybe a square foot Louise needs in one of the bags, otherwise you can have it.
yeah,
I want Louise to bring a checked bag with the glasses
Yes.
in it.
glasses.
then-
and-
Yeah,
Yes, I will do that.
she might also want to throw the toothpaste and stuff in somewhere where it'll fit.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that at the court.
Well, certainly between you and Melanie, you have the extra checked bags each. And so if you have,
No problem then,
No problem.
no problem.
No problem.
and if you have extra room, I have some extra stuff for you too. So I'll let you talk to Melanie about that when she's back and which bag you're going to use.
Okay, I also have, would you believe, Chio has given me some bonnets again this year, like little hats. And I've got 60 of them. I think
Wow.
I've got 60 of them. So I'm gonna add them with my
Fantastic.
Yeah, they were a favorite last year. They really enjoyed them.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry I couldn't bring 100, but for those who get them, they'll be enjoying them too. Yeah, just little hats, little
Bonnets, baby bonnets.
baby bonnets.
Knitted ones, hand knitted.
A good start at 60.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna spread, so Chelsea and Emily are coming from Cornwall, so I'm gonna drive down a package to them. So Patricia, I'm gonna give them some hearing aids. Andrea's gonna have some hearing aids, and I'm gonna have some hearing aids. So nothing's gonna happen this time. We're gonna get everything through, and we're gonna be all set. But we're all
And make sure we get all the hearing aids, because remember there was a whole package that was remembered at the last minute last time.
we didn't get them from everybody who had them going down. Yes.
yeah.
Oh. So yeah, so we'll have all of it. The only other thing, Dave and Patricia and Angela, we have lots of RICs. What I don't have is lots of receivers.
Oh,
So and domes, and like what we have are like really old, are older Oticons, older Signia, older Unitrons, like some of those old receivers you might have in the back of your cabinet. Certainly I know with the Unitron Phonak, it's the ones they don't use anymore. Again, same with Signia, it's the old ones they don't use anymore. Now Oticon, I think it's the same even now, right? So if you do have any, that would be great. If you don't, it is what it is. But we could use whatever you've got.
The issue is with the old Oticon software is just it's not cooperating, like the old stuff for Alta and Agile.
Oh, right.
We had that issue. We
Did
have that
you-
issue now at work with,
crashing
fully-
computers.
fully operational computers. So
Yeah.
I don't know how many of the older stuff we're going to be able to use unless, I
That's
don't
a
know,
good
does
point.
Oticon have a standalone workaround? I don't know. I think they're being unsupported, that older software. So you might have a number of hearing aids you think you can use that we can't program.
Right. Well, luckily we have lots of hearing aids. And primarily we have the BTEs, the Safaris. We have, I think I said, what did they give me? 50 of them? Like we have a
And
lot.
what software is that uses, what they run on? What Genie?
It's a good
I'll
question.
have to figure that out. Yeah, okay. I'll look at
That
that.
could be a disaster. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm worrying about. I'll
And I
figure
was
that out.
just on the phone with Janice yesterday. So
Yeah.
darn it. Okay. I'm not sure if Janice would know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's easy to look up the software and what hearing aids are supported in that if we can get into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's sort of all I have. More, and so actually, if I can. What? Yeah, it should. I'm hoping this Word doc is going to come up, but it doesn't look like it, eh?
It looks like it's working.
There it is. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay.
I forgot the one.
So what I have here is the pairing for accommodation. So Louise, I've got you with Rose Ermini again.
Yes, okay.
That works for you and
Good.
Melanie.
Yes, I think so.
I had to put a group of 3 together. And so I thought I would do that at Angela's. How many of your 3 other times, Patricia, how many times have you stayed at Angela's?
Oh, yeah, if I'm staying again, it'll be my third time, but she's in her new place. Is there 2 bedrooms?
I'm gonna have to
Two
ask
spare
Anna.
bedrooms? Because the room I stayed in had two single beds, so Angela and I could stay in that room. I just don't remember if she had two extra bedroom, but she must have if you say she can accommodate three people.
I know that.
Go ahead, Andrea.
Was gonna say, I mean, obviously, I don't know in her new place, but previously, I stayed there with Kyle. We shared the two single bedroom, and then Marie was in a different room. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, right. No, there's two bedrooms. So my room had two single beds and then, yeah, there is. There's two rooms, so that'll be fine.
Oh, in her new place?
Yeah.
I
The new
wonder
place
how long
was built
how
on
long
top.
ago was it? How long ago was the new place? I wonder if I
But
was in.
I was there last year, stayed with her
Oh,
last year.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very new, Andrea, and she just built a whole new floor on top of the existing place. And the bottom
Oh,
became Leo's clinic, right, Patricia?
Yeah.
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 Oh, I see. So she's in the same place. She's just built up from it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm
good.
told Nuri and Miguel have done the same. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yes. And there was talk that Nuri, the wife, was telling the husband, yes, you get to live in the old place and I'm living in the new place. So we'll see if he's managed to get to the new place or not.
Oh,
And then we'll put Emily and Chelsea in at Carlos's place, and then Dave, you and I are with Nuri and Miguel. Again, I'm not sure if we'll be in the new place or the old place, but that's the baker I was referring to. So there's cake for breakfast, cake for lunch, and cake for dinner. So don't be expecting to lose any weight while you're there.
yeah. Yeah, cakes.
We'll have to have Melanie over for a lunch.
Yeah.
So the other thing I'll have to mention to Chelsea is just make sure, Angela, you bring your own otoscope. Are you able to bring one?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. It's just good if ever I'll bring one as well, and I probably won't need mine, but it'd be great if everybody had their own.
Yep.
Sorry, Dave, did we talk about that? Were you going to use mine or were you bringing your own?
I have my own I can bring.
You do? Okay. So that's sort of all I have. Angela on the audiology, Patricia on the audiology side, like, am I missing something? Is there something else we need to go over?
I don't think so.
We say
Think
that
we're
and then we
okay.
get there and we think, oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you put a list of what there's some things, tubing, threader, puller, like some tools for tubing changes. Last year I used like dental floss as a tubing threader because we didn't, you get creative.
Yeah, I don't have any here, but I'm gonna bring some like fishing line that I can then wrap around something and then I can use that as my threader. But that's all I have. But anyway, if we come up with other things, Angela and Dave as the newest rookies, do you guys have any questions? I know you both have people you've been able to ask, but or
I
concerns?
don't think so.
No,
No,
I think I don't know what I don't know yet. So
that's right. I agree.
So I bring azithromycin now. My GP felt like that's a better broad spectrum than the ciprofloxacin. Flaxin. So I bring azithromycin in case there's for yourself in case there's something that
Yeah.
comes up. Yeah.
We're pretty good at sharing too if people run out. But you've both seen your doctors in terms of just getting their advice. Okay.
Eric, do you guys still like for the water bottles or plastic bottles, like do you still bring them back like you have in the past?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
and I might just be packing a hockey bag just to do that.
Okay.
But this
So
is gonna
just-
be a nice trip because there's only 9 of us. It's actually going to be a really wonderful, small, easily manageable trip. So that's good.
So just for the others though, because there's no recycling, right? Like any of the plastic bottles that we use, we throw into this hockey bag, I guess, and bring it back to the airport. Is it that we dump it?
We'll even bring you back further. Angela and David, when you arrive, you'll be pointed to a refrigerator in the home where you're staying, and there's going to be loads of cold bottles of water that are for you. So it's for you to use while you're brushing your teeth, to bring with you during the day. Like, you will never not have access to water. The
Great.
trouble is, we as Canadians don't want to go down there and be a burden on their system and just fill their landfill. And so if we have recycling, we just crush the bottles. As you walk into the clinic every day, you throw your used bottles in your backpack, and you come in, you crush them, you throw them in the hockey bag, and then we bring the hockey bag back to Canada and we recycle them all.
Great.
Okay, well. Anything extra to add, folks?
Sounds good.
Good. There is, sorry, the one last thing is, there is going to be something, I'm going to send you a link to a Dominican website that you have to pay, I think it's $10 or $20 or something, as an entrance visa, but you have to go to this link and register and do it online. There was some difficulty with it when we went last time, but we have it all sorted, but I'll send you the link, and I will remind everybody to do it before we go. So
Sounds great.
there'll be that along with the ticket.
Is it entrance or exit?
I believe it's entrance. It was when we got there that everybody was trying to figure out how to fill out the documents and stuff. But anyway, I haven't looked at it in a while, Patricia, but I will look at it before I send it to you.
Okay.
Because there was some paid site that people it's a free service on this link, so you shouldn't have to pay any money on top of what the visa costs.
Right, it was a bad link last time, something.
It's a company
Like
trying to make money, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Well, looking forward to seeing everybody in April. And if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to send me an email. You're all good to go, Louise?
Yes, except I'm bringing my poles again this year. I don't want to walk on uneven ground.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
I did last year, it didn't matter. And I've got Melanie to help me, so.
Absolutely. No, you're in a good place this trip.
Yes, I am.
All right. Thanks, folks. And
Good night.
I'll talk to you in April.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Take
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See everybody.
Bye.